good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Harold Halibut. Let's get into a new game. And there we are. This is us.
Harold, I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter? Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card. Can you settle it now?
No. But wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
But only last month, it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
Sounds like a very complicated and not user-friendly system.
Fell foul of the end-user insufficient funds clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to think of someone who can.
I guess that means you'll have to wait for the professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere. There's a disturbing rise in the number of people traveling without the appropriate tickets recently. I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
Yeah, let's hope so. Hello?
Can't you just put this on my account? I'll pay as soon as I...
Mr. Halibut, you don't have an account. Not since we blocked it.
Please, Mr. Secretary, let me just... look, can't we...
Your name is Mr. Secretary?
My title, young man, is All-Water Secretary number 24. It is not my name. Anyway, I'm afraid All-Water Corporation can't be seen to make exceptions. You'll have to go through the proxy payment process like everyone else.
What would happen if you just let me go?
I would have to file a B-52, and you would quickly be on the very displeased end of Major Sandstrom. The The rules and regulations are there for a reason, Mr. Halibut. I'm not strict for the fun of it, but otherwise, things would be unfair. We can't be having preferential treatment now, can we?
I suppose not. Mr. Secretary, is there any possibility of me getting out of here on my own?
Okay, look, let me check the protocols.
And we hope the recent local waters probe will get that up to 90% next time. There were the dark times, and slowly but surely, light returned to the Fedora. A light held aloft by the hands of
You have the protocols in your teacup or tea mug?
I must apologise. I've combed the precedents and records, and there really are no options open to you.
Freshwater Clarification Agency to all water
Can't talk with him anymore, so what's up with you?
to the public in 12,787 AC, followed by the first replacement of our inaugural CEO with
So, what are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for All Water?
What? No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh,
Yeah. Could you let me wait in peace now?
oh, sure. Will do. Have fun.
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy, busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom! Have fun, Harold!
Thanks.
customer poll reflecting
We reluctantly interrupt your daily business for for some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Dear people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool. Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre for some important information.
All right.
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
I do beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
All right, so we need to follow her to the lab.
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pass should be unlocked again within 24 hours. So you'll be back to the luxury of fully automatic tube travel eligibility approval once again.
I can't wait.
What enthusiasm. Let's go.
Every time I need you, Harold, it's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time...
This must have an underlying cause. I remember when you were still in school and your teacher telling me about how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious to her even shouting at you. It's like you've never snapped out of that daydream.
I was never in a daydream, just... the other stuff was boring.
Harold, I'm not sure which is worse. The idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life.
No.
Only boring people get bored.
Eesh. I'm sorry, Professor.
All right, so just to let you know, I already played through this first day in the game, in my getting to know the game that I played before I started recording this video. So everything that we do here on this first day, so basically in this episode, is already going to be familiar to me. Let's follow the professor. we need to go to the central station to get to the lab. And at the central station, there's actually a bit of an humorous exchange that I want us to listen to. It's, well, somewhat funny, and it'll also give us a bit more insight into the tube system here. So let's go.
Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You have arrived.
Sir, is that
Please
all
exit the
water
tube in
have
an
to
orderly
close the
manner.
line temporarily
We
for
hope you travel with us
improvement
again soon.
But why isn't the line active? What needs improving? A man has a right to know.
I don't know the exact decision-making process that led to this, sir, but I assure you it will be for the good of your overall long-term tube travelling experience.
So will we get discounts on the other lines as a result of the inconvenience?
As of yet, there is no discount scheme in place, as we calculated the possible inconvenience to be negligible.
Wouldn't need a discount if the prices weren't so high in the first place.
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
So what can you comment on?
I am authorised to comment on the nature of the tube closure, which is that all water have had to close the line temporarily for improvement works.
Yes, you said that. Have these improvements been carried out before?
I cannot say if the exact same optimizations have been made to another line.
So what can you comment on?
I can confirm that there is no discount scheme in place, and that we believe the fares to be fair.
So who calculates the fair price?
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
This is ridiculous. Can I talk to your manager?
Certainly, sir. If you'd just like to go to the all-water public office and make a managerial communication meeting request with Secretary 24 there. The reason, sir, is that all water...
Alright, so that's all of that conversation that we get to hear. It'll just loop back around from there. So let's continue our journey. We need to go to the lab district.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view.
But Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid butterfly.
Hang on. What's a butterfly? That sounds silly.
A butterfly is an insect from Earth. They had beautiful patterns on their wings and drank pollen from flowers. I suppose you could say they often appeared in extra natural moments in life. On the other hand, they were terribly inefficient, flighty, overly trusting, and delicate. Ergo, you never take responsibility, and I never know where to find you next.
Aww. That was a bit harsh.
I know I drift off a bit sometimes, but all water raised the tube fares again, and they never announce it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now. There's important work afoot.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Yes, those two. I'm on the case. Bye, Professor.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, I'm sure those are all my tasks for the day.
You seem to have waylaid your PDA. It really is a wonder you get anything done around here.
Thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I noticed you hadn't added your daily task list to it. And I don't want to have to remind you about them again.
Oh, thanks. Let's see. So I access the list. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the 4 selection buttons.
Okay. Where were they again?
The upper right of the pad.
Yeah. Top of the 4 buttons, right?
Alright, so we open and close the PDA by pressing Y.
Cool. Then I use the navigation nub to highlight.
And we see that at the moment we have 2 tasks in the to-do list.
And then hit the bottom button?
Precisely.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now hop to it. And I'll see you at the Agora arcades when you're done.
Alright, so we need to clean the filter and feed the fish. And this over here is the fish feeding thingy.
Drat. It's out of food. Better ask Cyrus about this.
Alright, so there's nothing else for us to interact with here. If you want to see what's in here, it's just a storage room of some kind. We can't do anything here for the moment. And what else do we have here? And oh yeah, there's also a run button in the game. It's the X button. And over here, the game doesn't explain what exactly this is. But I think this is all the fish that we have in the fish tank there. So we can take them out like that and put them back in. We'll probably need to do that at some point. Maybe to like clean the fish tank or something. Let's go find this filter that we need to clean. And also talk to this person about the fish food. And let's also pop into the lounge. Over here.
Ah, Harold. Perfect timing.
Oh, Signor Tenenbaum. You too.
I was just hoping to watch some Sun Tzu's Ash. Got any idea how to work the old telly?
Yeah, I think it's one of those all-water ad-only models.
Ah. Should still be good for watching the announcement on tonight, though, right?
You're really gonna watch that? They'll just announce another tube price hike again.
Well, who knows? Diego from Health Services said he heard something about the reveal of something important.
What is Sun Tzu's Ash?
Yes, Sun Tzu's Ash, Eternal Love. Best and only Turkish novella we have on board. I thought season 18 was bad, what with all the drama around Emery's cousin and whatnot. It's worth powering through to season 36, though. That's where the plot really thickens.
I'll try to check it out sometime. What brings you to the lounge, anyway?
Would you guess that the tubes to the utility district and the social district are down again?
Strangely, yes. I can believe that. Does that mean school is out?
Yep. The Bambinos are happy, and I don't mind the time off. But if it goes on much longer, they'll forget everything.
Won't they do their homework?
Maybe. The whole social district is off limits right now, so at least there won't be much else for them to do.
Is that why you're hanging out here?
Mostly. It's just kind of cozy here, though, you know?
I suppose it is.
Anyway, don't mind me, Harold.
Bye, Chris.
See you later, Harold. I'll be here if you want some company.
Alright, so apparently Chris here is a teacher of some kind. Let's continue on our way to find the filter system. Here we've got the toilets. And we can't do anything here at the moment. But yeah, we've got a shower and a toilet. And yeah, that's about it. The filter system is all the way down here. So filtration pump this way. Here we are. It's over here. And over here we need to get the green light to the red to turn it green. And then over here, pressing this will just take us back to the previous screen. So we need to press this and select this.
Clean as a whistle again.
And that's done. Now we just need to find this person who we need to talk to about the fish food. And since I've already played through this day, as I said in my getting to know the game, I know that the person we need is in the botanical concepts. Apparently there's an observatory of some kind as well, probably through this hatch, but we can't get there at the moment. So this way it is. And here we are.
Hey, Sai.
Oh, hey, Harold. What's going? How's up?
Just doing my usual rounds. Trying to clean the fish and feed the filter station.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away, looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I've been thinking about fish a lot recently. I've been wondering if, even fish blood is such a good fertilizer, the slow-release phosphates and nitrogen, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow synthesize the...
Sai, that sounds very interesting, but what about the food for the fish themselves?
Oh, yes, sorry, Drat. Didn't I restock the other night? Must have just thought about it. I'll have to formulate some more.
You make the fish food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe at the moment, in fact.
But can fish even taste?
It's not just about taste, it's about nutrition. We want their gills to function optimally, don't we? And their pigments to express as vividly as possible, a bit like flowers.
Sai. New fish food would be great. I'm sure they'll love it.
Well, I'll get right on it, promise. Yeah, I think I have a test batch. Yep, here. A little taster to keep them going. You should try some too.
Thanks. I'll let you know what they think.
All right. We're free out here.
Did you see that?
Was that fish real?
Well, I'm not sure. Even if it wasn't, their methods are getting way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull next.
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about Fedora not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes, on all those little flyers. Handwritten, too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
I guess something about exploring the planet?
Didn't it say what's out here?
Ooh, like they've hidden something?
Maybe they think the ocean is a conspiracy, too?
Okay. Fish food. The light keepers. So, we've got a notebook here, but I haven't... Oh. Okay, I just figured out how to turn the pages. So, we've got a drawing about the Allwater corporation or something there. And then okay. I mean, these are nice, but they don't really add any info. At least to me, they are quite difficult to figure out. But I guess when it says there's a new thing in the notebook, we'll go and take a look. Just for fun, if for nothing else. Alright, let's go feed the fish now that we have the food. This way.
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served.
Fish dinner.
Okay, Harold bot diagnostic report. Scanning. All tasks completed satisfactorily. Enjoyment evaluation minimal. Energy levels depleted. Recharging required. Next destination, Agora Arcades.
Alright, go to the Agora Arcades. Oh. Fish dinner. Okay. Nice. So, I wonder if, well, I actually know what happens when we try and go to the arcades, but it did say, or the person did tell us that it'd take up to 24 hours for our ticket to start working normally again.
Why isn't this working? So typical. I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
Mm-hmm. So we couldn't get to the arcades, but we can watch the announcement on TV. And we did see a TV in here.
Hello again.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Well, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it's starting.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did. And we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth. And where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castlechop.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castlechop, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together, before we unveil the next step of that journey.
It may have started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlipmeyer Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? For this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Que claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep. We've gotten to know each other well.
Okay. I'm gonna get some sleep. Buona notte, Chris.
Buona notte, Harold.
All right. Oh, new stuff in the notebook. All right.
Good evening, everyone. Please remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Get snug, not stranded.
Let's go to bed. This is where our bed is.
Oh boy. What a day. Here's hoping tomorrow's a bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off. All this running back and forth for people is tiring, man. But, Agent Harrelson, that's what they pay you for. Don't let us down now.
Day 18251 AC after crash. So, over 18,000 days after crash, and it is only now that they have come up with the the buoy to get data from the planet, or like to listen for any signals and stuff. Well, I guess better late than never. I'm excited to find out what comes of that and what we discover with that. So I'm ending this episode here, and in the next one we'll get into day 2. Well, day 2 for us, but obviously not day 2 for Harold. And we'll see whether or not his wish comes true, and day 2 is a bit more relaxed. I mean, for me, day 1 was pretty relaxed as well. But I guess for Harold, it really wasn't. I mean, that stuff about the unpaid fine wasn't very nice, and yeah, let's hope day 2 is a bit more pleasant for him. But we'll find out in the next episode. So far, I'm really enjoying this game. I love the art style and the atmosphere, and I'm really curious to know more about everything. But for now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.